Local refugee and migrant assistance groups are calling on President Trump to change his executive order that suspends the entry of refugees into the United States. Specifically here, the Vermont Afghan Alliance is calling the order cruel and a betrayal to Afghans who supported the U.S. military during the war. Fox 44's Matt Holderman spoke with one Afghan immigrant in Vermont who is being directly impacted.
Being an immigrant is not easy, especially if you're alone.
Samima Naimi is an Afghan immigrant who came to Vermont by herself a few years ago and is now just months away from getting a degree in political science at Middlebury College. What sounds like a bright future is one she says is now filled with unknowns after a stroke of a pen from Donald Trump disconnected her from her family back in Afghanistan.
The first thing that came to my mind was fear. It added to the uncertainties I already had about my future. It's hard to put all my focus together on myself while I have an entire half of me and my life back in Afghanistan and in danger.
One of the 200-plus executive orders signed by the new president Monday puts a 90-day freeze on refugees entering the U.S., including those who have been cleared to do so. Trump explained the order's intentions, writing in part, quote, "The United States lacks the ability to absorb large numbers of migrants and in particular refugees into its communities in a manner that does not compromise the availability of resources for Americans." Still, the order has left Naimi and hundreds of other Afghans in Vermont feeling betrayed.
It is cruel beyond measure. It truly is a broken promise to those who served alongside U.S. military.
Molly Gray, the executive director at VT Afghan Alliance, says Trump's order should be reworked to include an exemption for Afghan refugees, especially knowing some now face a greater risk of being killed by the Taliban. She says many refugees who came to the U.S. when the war ended are still waiting for their families to be cleared to come too, and some who recently got clearance found out Wednesday that their flights have been canceled due to the impending executive order.
They're stuck, and we don't know if they'll get on a plane. We don't know when they'll get on a plane. We don't know whether it will be 4 years from now. We've continued to tell them, don't worry, it will happen. We help them with their family reunification petitions. But what we now know is that it is unclear.
As Naimi continues juggling a job, internship, and her college studies, she wonders when she will get to see her family back home in Afghanistan again and hopes the Trump administration will change course.
I just want people to understand that nobody would leave their home and their family and people, culture, country, everything behind just for fun.
In Burlington, Matt Holderman, Fox 44 News.